Koholo Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, Bahasham, Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS for teaching us this truth and sincerity. And salutations to the hopeful elect. It's a quick little lesson in the spirit. This is Isaiah 45, 5 and 6 out of the NLT. And then I'm going to read a scholar, how you say it? Scholia, what? A scholarly, that's how you say it, scholarly considerations. Theological significance, right? Maybe I should read that first. Alright, this is a theological significance, right? It says the prophecies of Cyrus illustrates several key theological points. God's sovereignty, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua can use even non-Israelite rulers to accomplish his purposes, pursuant to Isaiah 45, 1 through 4. Then it says divine providence. The naming of Cyrus centuries before his reign underscores powers, where it says God's control over historical events, right? And we know this because man's goings is of the Lord, and pretty much anything and everything that's done is overseen by our power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And lastly, it says encouragement for Israel. It says the prophecies reassured the exiled Israelites that power, God, had a plan for their restoration and the rebuilding of the temple. Right, and this is the scholarly considerations. It says some scholars debate whether Isaiah wrote these chapters before the exile or if they were added post-exile. Given the precise prediction of Cyrus's name and actions, however, from a theological perspective, the prophecies is often cited as evidence of power, God's omniscience, right? Omniscience, Salakia. In the reliability of biblical prophecy. This is deep. I like how these people talking, these scholars, you know, some of them are trusting the understanding. They have no choice because their scientific facts lead back to these biblical prophecies, which is history. All of these things that took place years ago up until now, you know what I mean? It's history, although it's not written in history, his story books, but it is seen and searched out as proof, scientific proof at that. It says, in summary, Cyrus in Isaiah is a remarkable example of a foreign ruler being divinely appointed to fulfill God's plan, bridging prophecy and historical reality and demonstrating the interplay between divine sovereignty and human history. So, with that being said, without further ado, I'm going to get to Isaiah 45 and 5 and 6, right? And the point is, well, both of them make a point. And it says, I'm going to read it out of the NLT. It says, I am the Lord, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushua. There is no other power. I have equipped you for battle, though you don't even know me. And that's it. That's real significant, man. And it plays back to what these characters were saying in regards to the Lord using uh, foreigners, non-Israelites, to execute His plan. You know, and this is the uniqueness about our power, man. Although He made a covenant with us, and although we are His elect, His chosen, Salakia, He still can utilize other people to forward the ministry, man, and forward the plan, man. And in 6 it says, so all the world from east to west will know there is no other power. So the Lord is pretty much saying through you, Cyrus, the world is going to know who I am, because I picked a ruler that wasn't an Israelite, you know, and that's, you know, remarkable. And that's just the Lord showing His power and His mercy, you know. And it says, I am the Lord, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, and there is no other, right? So let's close out with 7. It says, I create the light and make the darkness. I send good times and bad times. I, the Lord, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, am the one who does these things. So there is no other power with Him, and there's no other power to be compared to. He sits at the throne with no other powers. There is no board of gods that He have to answer to. He is the answer. And with that, hopefully this was an edifying lesson. Shalom, and on to the next.